Following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now your hosts, Barry Church, Hek'ma Harrison, DeMontre Moore, and Newy Scruggs.
It is time for the Players Lounge right up in here on a very cold day here in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Feel like we in Barry's hometown of Pittsburgh.
You ain't lying. Cold in the mug outside,
on, man. I'm not ready for all this, but
no parts.
Hey, so I find all the free stuff I didn't have through the years and put it on.
Yeah, you did.
Well, you got on like 4 different schools today.
He repping.
That man knows no.
Just 3.
There's 3.
Just 3.
The loyalty knows no bounds.
Hey, the loyalty knows free.
There it is. Free 99.
So you got you braids on top.
Got my alma mater, Pembroke.
Pembroke in there.
Got Fayetteville State on the bottom. HBCU. my sister, my dad went to. They got an A&M baseball coat from my man Jim Schlossnagle before he left for Texas.
Man. DeMontre, he has on an A&M jacket right now, man.
So
shout out.
Yeah, called Schloss. Saw Schloss last week. I said I need some new Texas gear too. So over there. So and then I got a little TCU baseball shirt.
My boy, he's ready.
Hey man, it's free and it's cold, so you layer up. That is the key to this weather. So one thing I learned living in Cleveland, the key to this is layering up. So Cowboys assistant coaches came by this week here at the Star, so we got to talk a little to everybody there.
Okay.
Matt Eberflus was the guy everybody wanted to talk to.
Everybody wanted a piece of Flus, man.
Everybody wanted to talk to.
So he's that guy. He is that guy. I'm just saying. Defensively.
Come on. Let us get through it.
Let us get through it. Tried to sell us on Mazi Smith.
Did he? No. Wait, whoa. Tell me more.
Coaches are trying to sell us on Mazi.
All right, come on. So what's the new scheme for young Mazi? What are they going to do different
I'll take
that hadn't been done? No. We're going somewhere. We're going somewhere. Stay with me.
We're going somewhere.
What? No, so you got to explain to the people that don't. What could Eberflus? What could the plan be for young Mazi?
Oh man, them boys and got some hopium. Boys and got some hopium.
It's a fresh batch out.
It's fresh batch. Shotty passed it all out.
Here we go.
Shotty passed everybody.
The batch is ready.
Everybody came down with some hopium. I mean, the whole crew.
It's all the time.
Everybody came out with the hopium. When Jerry went to work, got Shotty. Everybody got that hopium. So they're hoping for good things for Mazi Smith. They're hoping they think they can get something out of Mazi. So I will say this. In my opinion, this is the right thing to do and come out and say. Everything needs to be 100% positive right now.
Yeah.
Everything needs to be positive. Like, hey, man, players aren't in the building right now. It's their time where they get to be where they're going to be. We've talked to guys on the phone. They're looking at tapes, point of attack, what the linebacker coach talked about, looking at point of attack, who he wants to work with the guys. So I asked Eberflus, y'all got what you need?
Does the carpenter have his tools?
He did. That's where he's going.
I danced around. Everybody was dancing.
Nobody.
Hey, look, nobody was trying to commit to nothing and nobody.
Okay.
So, but they're trying to talk to you like Mazi's got something. They
got something going.
Yeah. So I mean, barring an inspirational speech from your Uncle Joe Green, I don't know what they're gonna do.
I like that.
Yeah.
But hey. Once again, in defense of the coaches, this is what you should be saying. Don't come out making any declaration like your boy Rob Ryan when he come in here saying all this old tough, crazy stuff. Like, you got in some ways they're just gonna let it play out, but they got good things to say about people. Look, I am not one of those ready to just discount and throw Mazi away. I'm not. He's a first-round pick. He's going to be here. It's year 3. He's going to be here. And it's another system, but it's number 3. He's played in. But Mazi needs help and friends and other people. Throw bodies at the position. If you want to help Matt Eberflus, to me, Hek'ma Harrison, Barry Church, I'm Newy Scruggs, Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming. You need bodies thrown at that position. The Philadelphia Eagles showed you that when they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you get your best out of your defensive line. And all the defensive lines I've played with, you had a healthy rotation. You had a couple guys that are pass rush specialists that'll come in there third down. We call them NASCAR packages. Then you have guys that their special ability is to hold down the fort. They can handle double teams, make sure nobody gets to that second level. And you rotate those pieces going throughout the season. You get the most out of your offense or defensive line. Now, when it comes to Mazi Smith, I like the positivity. I like, feeding your players positivity, getting their confidence in the right direction going into this offseason. And he has played better, than when he first started out. He was getting tossed out the club from that Seattle game to, these past couple games this season. He's playing, I'm not going to say he's playing elite, but he's been playing better. So to me, you can get some more out of Mazi Smith, and I believe Eberflus is the type of guy that can get the most out of Mazi Smith out there. But when you talk about you need friends in there as well, you can't just put it all on him. He can't be that guy that's like, all right, Mazi, it's up to you and the crew to get things done. No, you got to have somebody that can go along with him, play those stunts with him, and that's how I think you get the most out of a Mazi Smith. And hopefully that's where this defense goes into the offseason. I don't think you're going to bring back a guy like a Diggy Zua. I think he might, price his way out and he, get a bigger contract somewhere else. But you need somebody with that type of skill set to match next to Mazi Smith, in my opinion, to get the most out of him. You just can't put it all on him and say, Mazi, hold down the fort and make sure nobody goes up this middle, because we've seen when that's the case, this team gets gashed.
Look, let's just be honest, okay? And we've dealt with this going into our third season. And what you said about this scheme, the third scheme for him, there are going to be built-in excuses for Mazi. But the truth is, and as you know, Barry, it's going to come down to where you were drafted. And if you're a first-round draft pick, the responsibility and the onus is going to be ratcheted up times 10. He hasn't lived up to that. And so playing better is just playing decent, and that doesn't fit the first-round grade that you have, right? And so that's unacceptable. And we've had defensive coordinators say, okay, he's not a two-gap guy, so we can't use him. He's going to be a penetrant NASCAR guy. Yeah. Okay, he doesn't fit that either. And so we've seen the different combinations of the way that they want to use him, and it hasn't been effective whatsoever. It, to me, is an attitude adjustment that has to happen, and maybe outside of a speech from Joe Green, outside of, injecting some new blood in him, outside of bringing in players that get those competitive fires and juices going for Mazi, I don't see it being anything different. And I understand for Coach Eberflus, he can't come out and say, oh, man, we're looking for ways to get rid. He can't do that. Yeah. He has to go who he has. But truthfully, if he's looking at last year's tape, like I'm looking at last year's tape, he's saying, oh, my God. We got a problem, okay? And we have to find a way, even rotationally, to get in guys that at least can get Mazi's attention, because even when you brought in a Linval Joseph, he wasn't even in enough shape to push for the starting position. He wasn't. So you brought in guys like Carlos Watkins that came in later that gave you some more push and filled in minutes. But still, these are C-list guys at this point in time in their careers. Yeah. And you can't be expecting to play an A-list guy in Mazi Smith and allow him to fail continuously because of where you drafted him. And that's what we've been living and dying with on Sundays with him.
Yeah. So I think for Cowboy fans, it's time to just make sure this will not be Warren Sapp, because Matt Eberflus loves a three technique. This ain't Warren Sapp. This won't be Joe Green. This won't be John Randall. He's not that guy. He will not be Russell Maryland. That's not what Mazi Smith is going to be. He's going to be a part of a group, as you talked about here, part of a rotation. If you think of a Jackson 5, he's Tito. Hat on
in the back with the guitar,
playing the guitar,
smiling.
Somebody else got to be Michael. Somebody else got to be Jermaine. But he's just gonna be Tito.
Okay.
And if he's Tito, a part of a rotation that works, and he had a first-round grade, and he could just make some contributions, then that's what you should realistically expect. But don't look for him to be the next Pro Bowl player that Will McClay drafted, and that's okay. I can live with that. Can you just be a contributor on Sundays, a part of a bigger rotation that works? He will not be Jalen Carter of the Eagles. Okay? That's all right. Can you be a junior Vince Wilfork maybe? That could help. But yeah. I just think it's time to just say, hey, man, third system, maybe Everybody look, man, you go down the list. I tell everybody, go back and look at any draft class from 4 years ago. Half these dudes don't make it.
Yeah.
Half of them, a good quarter of them do. But it's just that way. But when he can still be a contributor. That's my thing. He can still be a contributor here.
I just feel like when you get it wrong in the first round, because those guys are the ones that you are saying off the bus guys.
Yeah,
they have to play because of the way that they're paid. And when the last 2 years you've reached on picks, and those picks have cost you production wise. If you look around the other 31 teams, their first rounders are typically day one guys. They are playing, they're producing. Whether if they're not, that's when you start to get the whispers of, bus, guys not working out, we're looking other places. And especially when you get to the third year. After this year, there's going to be no more discussion. Y'all know, come on now.
Yeah, that's facts.
This is it.
That's facts.
This is it, okay? And if you can't, and if you're saying you're Tito, Tito, 5th round. Tito's a 6th round guy, all right? Tito ain't the 1st round guy.
It happened, baby.
It did.
It's here now.
And we live in it. We're living in it right now. Yes, sir.
A guy you covered in high school who was a really good player, Solomon Thomas. I was just having a conversation with somebody about Solomon Thomas the other day. And it's like, you know what, man? You remember Solomon Thomas coming out, all-American player, signed with Stanford.
Yeah.
Was number 2, 3 pick in the draft. Was never that guy. He's still in the league. Played with the Jets last year. Still, he's a good player. He's a Tito. Part of rotation. It can happen.
But he found a niche. He found what it was that was going to keep him in the NFL. Have we found that? Has Mazi found that? Is he that run stuffer? Is he the guy that presents pressure in the passing game? Which one is he? Because I ain't found that.
I ain't found that yet.
I love that you asked the question. This is the job of this coaching staff. Figure it out.
And when you look at Flus's defenses, even when he was here in Dallas to Indianapolis to Chicago, his defense, especially the fronts, have always been big movement fronts. Like gash and penetration. We're going to run stunts to where that defensive tackle got to cross the face and a linebacker scrape over top of him. Do we think that's in Mazi's game? To be able to cross gaps and go from my responsibilities to B gap and 2 gap.
You play, you tell us.
I don't believe so. That's the thing that kind of worries me. I don't believe he's that type of player where he can do a lot of movement and a lot of penetration. I think he's better suited as a guy that's let me hunker down, make sure these guys don't get to the second level, and use my strength. And if the play comes to me, I can make it. But I don't think he's a guy that, okay, let me 2 gap here, A, B. Oh, he went to A gap, let me shed and make the play. I don't see that. Because when we talked about a Flus's defense, he comes from a Marinelli tree. So it's always about loafing, running to the football, 11 guys. It's not just one guy. Do we see Mazi Smith as being that hustler, that guy that penetrates, can run down?
You don't.
I don't see that.
And so, therefore, if that is the case, free agency. Okay, salary cap's going up.
I could be wrong.
Salary cap going to move up $22 million, minimum $22 million. So, hello, free agency.
But you just asked the question. We're talking about Osa Digizua. And look, here's what I think would have made the eyes on Mazi a little bit different if you had a guy that was getting that production, a guy that was tops in the league at the 3.
He's a hustler.
Exactly.
Osa's a hustler.
But at this point, has he priced himself out when we start talking about what we look at for him and in Eberflus's defense, because these 2 guys are going to play off of each other. And I think even at 1A and 1B, I don't have one guy between both of them that I can say I can't do without. I can't do without either one of them. This is our scheme is going to be generated around him as a player. And I mean, we got proof throughout the league. We got guys like Chris Jones. We got DeForest Buckners. We got, come on now. We got guys in the league that we can look at that are making that kind of money, that are having that kind of impact that we don't have here.
So you just said it then. He's not. You just said it.
He's not a
Neither
Carter.
Neither one. Right. Let's listen to what you just said. Breaking it down. Hek'ma Harrison. Neither Odigizua or Mazi Smith are worth you saying, hey, man, let's get you a long-term deal. And we think you're going to be the piece. And that's, am I correct?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so because I think Chris Bean, was it $24 million for a defensive tackle franchise tag? So it's going to be 20 plus.
Oh yeah, that ain't
possibly 24 rate. But so
Yeah, hold on.
Understand.
What?
When you do
Wait
the
a second.
when you do the franchise tag, that money counts. That right there counts. Whereas if you sign an Osa Odighizuwa to a longer term deal, you can take the money down real low in year one and spread it out. So if you franchise a guy, you better be real sure, because that money's going to get tied up. So either you want to do a long term deal with Osa, or you're most likely going to let him go.
Yeah, he's going. Yeah.
And you don't have a contract right now for Micah Parsons that's in place. So
there are guys that you use the tag on, okay, because it gives you time and leeway to sign an extension. And then there are guys that you just don't waste your time on giving the tag. We gave Pollard a couple years ago.
Yeah.
He hurried up to get here to sign it.
Hek'ma pen the paper quick.
Let me sign that tag.
I'll be right back.
If you tag Osa will, wherever he's vacationing right now, he will hurry back to sign the tag.
100%,
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, I'm looking at the tag on like Cincinnati with T. Higgins right now. I mean, it's one of those situations you're like, man, that's cold-blooded for Cincinnati to tag a guy that's already been showing you has the time proof and consistency that you want in a player, and you're going to tag him again and not allow him to go out there and get the big money. I'm tired of reaching on players, basically. I'm tired of the tag and just for tag's sake. If there ain't nobody out there to tag,
don't tag.
Keep your tag then.
yeah, okay, so no tag for Odighizuwa.
Nah.
I'm with that. Yeah.
I'm spreading that money out.
So therein lies the next step. To me, it's free agency. If you are at this point in time, you've made the hire of a head coach that the fan base did not get excited about. Okay, this is not where the Chargers hired Jim Harbaugh and folks out there were like, okay, Super Bowl coach. It's the first time head coach, and people were like, well, he was already here in the building. So if you're going to help him, Brian Schottenheimer, and Matt Eberflus, your GC, and you want to get your fans excited, you need to go to the market and bring people in.
Yeah.
You need to say, look, we're serious, and this is what we're trying to do to help our staff. Stop trying to duct tape it. Stop going over here to the discount stores and the bargain bin and seeing what's on clearance. Go out here on free agency first week and go sign someone.
And when was the last time the boys made a big time splash?
They haven't, and that's B-Car, if that.
The last,
I can think of,
Hooker, and he came in with a.
No, we talking about that Thursday.
I'm just
lock and loaded.
I'm reaching too. So forgive me. I'm just saying it is not there. It is not there, and I don't want a lot of myself again to think that they are. And when you say, free agency starts, you can't go to the bargain. The tag says you don't have any other choice but to go bargain shopping. We've set ourselves up for another year where the draft is imperative. We can't miss. Definitely can't miss on the first round again. We can't bring in another guy that's not going to give us a production. We can't miss on the second round guy or third. Oh, and by the way, we don't have a fourth.
But you got Mingo.
You know what?
Big things
caught me outside.
Big things popping.
It's like their version of T. Higgins.
Ooh,
Mingo.
Ooh, that is.
Well, friend.
Yeah, no.
Let's get a break.
No, we got to figure this cap out, man.
Let's get a break.
That's what
Let's.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Something that I did hear that I think you all will enjoy from one of the assistant coaches. We'll dive into that next. Talk about it right here on the Players Lounge with Hek'ma Harrison, Barry Church. I'm Newy Scruggs. This show brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on DallasCowboys.com radio.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Dallas Cowboys Game Day is brought to you by Captain Morgan, the official spiced rum of the NFL. The NFL season is full of legendary tales on and off the field. And when you follow the captain within you, stories become stuff of legends. So gather your crew and visit followthecaptain.com to begin your adventure.
Please drink responsibly. Captain Morgan Original Spiced Rum, 35% alcohol by volume. Captain Morgan Rum Company, New York, New York.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Raising Cane's presents the other rules of football. Rule 1, any broadcast without the express addition of cooked-to-order Cane's chicken fingers is prohibited. Rule 12, no crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, or craveable Cane sauce constitutes an illegal formation. And Rule 31, anybody who loves to feed their game face is an eligible receiver of Cane's. When it comes to winning game day, Cane's rules. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love. Go Cowboys.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Get a behind-the-scenes look at all things Dallas Cowboys with tours of AT&T Stadium and the Star, presented by SeatGeek. Check out the locker rooms, playing field, Super Bowl memorabilia, and more. Get your tickets today at DallasCowboys.com/tours.
He is Hek'ma Harrison in the building.
Sir.
Barry Church, former Cowboy safety. I'm Newy. This Players Lounge brought to you by Aristocrat Gang. My daughter sent me pictures of Kansas State this week. I don't know how you did that, brother.
Hey, man. Hey, not for long. It's cold. I just look at your phone. It said 18. I'm like, wow.
That's cold.
That's cold.
Oh, she was in single digits. My classes are canceled.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
That is.
Oh, man.
You see that too?
Yeah.
Charge.
Yeah.
Charge.
And your car, you have to shovel your car out. That was the first time I've ever had to do that. Shovel a car out. I've never had that situation happen in Dallas,
Can't
right?
do that.
Shovel your car out.
Can't do that, man.
Keyhole frozen. Like, what are we doing?
Child sent me pictures from college. I was like, it sounds like a choice. You made a choice to me.
I ain't messing with it. I can't go back to the cold, man.
Can't do it again?
Never again.
So my wife is always, she always telling me about Akron and how, Akron, Ohio, how cold it is, and all this is nothing. I'm like, what? Well, go back then.
And I don't take. Have me on tape.
She's right. I lived in Cleveland. She's right.
It's colder.
She's right. She's right. But nah, bro.
Can't do it.
I mean, there's when you watch. I mean, you remember you ain't seen a salt truck in forever. and remember the people the dudes who lived in the neighborhood had a little plow up front and just yeah. I mean, it's some stuff, but no, she's it's worse up there, but still it's a choice. Like I made when the Browns moved, so did I.
Especially when it's cold and there ain't like stuff to do. Like I could see if it was cold and you could ski or you could do other it's just cold.
Like Aspen.
Like a ski trip.
Cold.
He don't like the cold, but he does like Aspen.
Because there's stuff to do.
There's a caveat.
There's stuff to do, guys.
There's stuff to do. But when it's cold and it's just
snowboarding with the kids. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, man. Stuff to do, man. You can't.
It's
be cold and
hey, let me
be
tell you,
cold.
Manhattan, Kansas. Ain't nothing to do. Ain't nothing to do.
So what you say? Get you some brisket or something out there?
Nah, man, ain't nothing to do.
Ain't no brisket out there.
Ain't nothing to do.
Let you know, right? I done tried it.
It ain't it? I thought y'all said
Bro, let me tell you something. I told my child, from now on, it's me and Papa John's. That's all we going to do.
Yeah.
Go to your town. Tired of these restaurants, they telling me, oh, it's really good. No, it ain't.
No, it ain't.
Papa John's. Can't mess that up.
Bring your own seasoning. Have it in your bag. Had a hot sauce in your bag.
church voodoo in there.
The best food they have is the food I can buy at that little call hall that I can take home.
Yeah.
Because they got their ground beef, because they got their own cows. So their ground beef, they're all that taking home, which you can cook it up. But in town, not in restaurants. No, she ain't gaining no freshman 15 there.
Hey, listen. The ladies they have on the other side, on the athletic side, they got all the obey. They got all the obey. All the obey on the other side, on the athletic side. They got
obey.
Some of that obey crab legs and steak over there, baby.
They got that Michael Jordan picture, F them kids.
Yeah. Everybody sitting over there. Y'all enjoy y'all food.
You over there eating good. Pass that real quick.
Real talk.
Actually, that's pretty much what it is at all these campuses.
Yeah.
Man.
Damn.
Yeah. Now, if you're an athlete, boy, they
You eating good.
Yeah, man. When you told me yesterday that TC was talking to your son over there, I was like, bro, I heard they had crab legs over there too, man.
Come on.
Sonny let me eat one day up there, made steak. I was like, who's transferring from here? Play. Steak.
Heavy butter.
I be sitting there, coach be kicking me out. Yeah, I think I'm going to play that 7th year, coach. I'm going to apply. They gonna get rid of me.
Now, what the cats be in there?
Hey, they was telling all us brothers from the hood, look, y'all eating too much steak.
Like, that little Brazilian steakhouse.
That thing green.
Y'all eat way too much steak. Because ain't nobody ever had steak before.
Bring it back around.
What are you
Bring it back
talking
around.
about?
Let me
What?
get
Hey, we putting that shit, put it in my pocket.
All different sauces for the holiday.
What are you talking about?
That doggy bag. Put a lunch pail.
4, 5, 6, but you don't have to take that to your room. You can always come back and get some more.
I'm going to do that too.
Believe that.
I'm leaving with something.
Better believe that.
I'm leaving with something. Cowboy assistant coaches met with the media this week, and speaking of K-State, the former offensive line coach of the Wildcats is now down here.
Yes.
Said they plan to be a physical offensive line. Clayton Adams is the offensive coordinator, former offensive line head coach over there in Arizona. They are talking about preaching being a physical football team up front. They are going to be committed to running the ball. I know it's what it sounds like, but you know what, Church? It was something we never heard or saw Mike McCarthy do. This commitment to run the football, let's be physical up front. They realize this is the vision right now. You better control the line. If you don't control the line against Philadelphia and Washington, you're in trouble. You got to win this division. If you forget trying to talk Super Bowl, you better how do you win this division now with these two teams here? And we know what these two teams are doing. They're trying to play in the trenches, and the Cowboys have to meet the challenge. So when I heard that, at least to me, that was a good idea. I know it's what you're saying to me right now. You know, we need to see action, but at least I like what they're saying, and they're saying this is coming from Schottenheimer, and they're all buying into it. They all got the hopium shot. Everybody out here drinking the Kool-Aid, and they saying it. And doggone it, if you're a Cowboy fan, to me, that's good. Now we talk about the tools. I don't know about the tools right now. They had a 4-run game. All on the offensive line.
Come on. Yeah.
But at least you're talking about it. Now go. Hey, Will McClay, free. Let's go fill it. Let's go fill it out. But at least you have a vision. It starts with the vision. Okay. At least you have a vision. We want to be physical. Okay. We want to win the trenches. Now, how do you do it? That's the next thing. But at least you have the vision of what it is you want to be.
Man, all these guys are saying the right things. You Flu's talking about we getting Mazi right.
Yeah.
You know, you got coming down from Schottenheimer. We're going to run the football. We're going to be a physical team. And we saw Cowboys teams in the past. When they're physical, you know, that's the best teams that you have. But we've heard the same thing from Mr. Mike McCarthy when he was talking about we're going to run the football. And we did the exact opposite thing. So I hear a lot, like you said, words, you know, they can play a little bit here. I got to see these actions. Because when you look into this division, the Eagles' front seven, offensively and defensively, is outstanding.
Bench is good. Their team is
outstanding.
They killing people.
They killing them. Washington, you still got the Bama boys up there. DQ, he's going to reload.
They killing people.
They killing people. You got to find a way to be physical. But for me, we hear this physical talk all the time. I just don't think this team will be patient enough to ride the run.
But you at least have to recognize it.
You do.
You know, and that the first, until you got to admit you got a problem, right? Before you had, what was that?
You do.
The 12-step thing, first thing, admit you got a problem?
But you got a $60 million quarterback, and you got a, $38 million wide receiver. I don't think this team is going to be patient enough to sit there, let's run, and, you know, play action here and there. I don't see this team being that.
How do you help that $60 million?
Oh, that's 100. I'm with you.
There's the
100%. You run the football. I'm with you 100%.
Because the last coach wasn't really trying to do that. At least this coach recognizes it. And
at least he says he does.
Yeah.
Well, but what has Shotty's history been?
Yeah, he's
done
football.
that. I mean, so at least I know I'm not lying to me. He's at least done it.
That's true.
He's at least admitted he wanted to do it. You know, he talked to a guy like LT, like, Shotty, where ain't the ball? So
well, you could be committed to it.
You don't
when it's
you don't have an LT.
when it's 10 carries for 21 yards. Will you be committed to it?
But that was Mike though. Mike was always that way.
Yeah, he'll be like, I'm going to the pass. Will you go back to it? Like, man, this run ain't working. It's on you for. I don't know.
So
I'm look, here's the thing. I don't. That sounds like bull job to me. Okay, let's just call it right. And if we're gonna now, this come on, that's now.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, because here's the deal. We arrive back to the same. We arrive back to the same place each and every year where we're telling ourselves, "Oh, we got to be physical." You know, 3 yards in the cloud of dust. And then we get out there on Sunday, and Dak's throwing the ball 40 times.
It was a different regime.
No, it's the same.
That was the Biden regime.
Okay.
They gonna make running great again.
But what did Church just say?
Mara.
What did
Mara make?
But I mean, you're pointing out the problem. You pointed out the problem, but where's the solution? And if you're telling me that Rico Dowdle, in some way, no, come on, let's go back to what we have in the cupboard, because we can't deviate from what we have. If you're telling me Tyler Guyton, okay,
He was mentioned.
Okay, so here's
Positive guidance.
yeah. Don't look.
Nah,
I ain't gonna throw you out. Go ahead.
No, all I'm saying is, when you point out about Philadelphia, when you point out about the Commanders, you know what you have coming.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the best way to nullify that is to be physical. You can't play finesse football against Philly anymore. They are built to bruise, all right? And if you don't run the ball, if you can't run the ball, i.e. the Super Bowl in Kansas City, what do? They are going to make life hell for you. And your quarterback that you're paying all this money to, he's not going to be successful. When Dak stands up and say, "Oh, we're close. We're right there. We're right there on those guys." I've had a lot of time proof and consistency of beating them. Dak, times change. And you saw it with your own eyes. Times are changing. And if you can't fix your offensive line, you have more problems coming to you than you know. It's going to start up front.
Hek'ma, I love the passion. And I like the fact that you are skeptical. You should be skeptical, okay? Because we've been told a lot around here, okay? We've been told a whole lot. With that, good friend Delatoro McNeil says, Hall of Fame speaker, you must see things as they are, which is what I think they're doing. We don't run the ball. See things as you think they are. We want to be a physical football team. We want to commit to run and then make them the way you see them. These are the steps that you must do, because we all know in order for you to try to at least try to compete in this division, you're going to have to do it. Mm-hmm. There's still steps to be taken.
Yeah.
I, for one, am not sold on what they bringing back last year's group at all. There needs to be stuff done. I did ask the running back coach, the offensive line coach, about DJ Giddings, a running back at K-State. Because there's a bunch of running backs available.
Heck yeah, there are.
Deep line. Tech got a running back. Carolina
Oklahoma State has one.
Oklahoma State got a running back. He was too hurt. I went and saw him play. I actually went to that K-State Oklahoma State game last year.
Ollie Gordon?
Yes, and the kid from K-State outplayed Ollie Gordon.
Yeah, he was probably hurt last year.
But still, there are people there. Arizona State guy, Scatterboo. There are players there. They at least recognize it, and that to me is where I don't think Mike gave us. I think Mike lip serviced it, but then you just go back to his career. He never ran the ball. It wasn't what he did. Shoddy at least has. All right, we got to get a break in here, and. Boy, I tell you, boy, you get too hard today, brother.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't no positive hack no more.
I'm still here. Yes, I am. Don't be like
the Eagles broke it. Jalen Hurts, MVP.
It's a bad year.
Broke.
Hey, that was what I see today, man.
I thank you for saying that, man. I might need a little resuscitation from the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. That might be what it is. Thank you for pointing that out.
You did say NFC East team against Kansas City Super Bowl. You did say at the beginning.
I had the wrong team, though.
Hey, but you're close. In the family. You picked Jermaine, but it was Michael. Family. Hek'ma Harris, Barry Church, Players Last, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on Dallas Cowboys.
How do you tell the world about all the great gifts in the Yeti store? Let her rip, Troy.
All right, folks, let's get started with the Yeti French Press. Enjoy coffee that stays hot for hours in a French press. 34 ounce for you, 6'4" for the cruise. The Yeti French Press. Up next, waterproof bags. Bags waterproof. Submersible waterproof doubles. Waterproof bags. World's mostly water, so get a waterproof Yeti bag. Do I smell something cooking? Oh, new cast iron skillets made to be passed down like Mama's recipes. Take a steak, cornbread, cobbler's pot pie, and potatoes, and next level with 3 sizes of Yeti cast iron skillets.
Gear, gifts, and product experts. Visit the Yeti store on McKinney Street and at South Lake Town Square today.
Life is a workout, and Smoothie King is here to help you power through. Whether you're maxing out overhead presses, pushing through chest flies, or being the hero your golden retriever needs to carry them over that scary bridge, Smoothie King has the fuel to help you go all out. Build muscle and boost your recovery with 45 grams of protein, 0 grams of added sugar, and delicious customizable ingredients in the Gladiator Smoothie. Available in chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. Only at Smoothie King.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle?
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Rep the Cowboys in style all year long. Find the best gear at a pro shop near you or shop online at shop.dallascowboys.com. A Fanatics experience. All of this, pro shop, go get you some.
That's some fly gear too, man.
Pro shop, go get you some. You know,
might cost you a little, might cost you a lot.
It's gonna cost you.
It's gonna cost you.
I know. Yeah, you tell them about that discount rate code. What's the code?
Yeah. Hey, yo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Heck got the code.
Tell you.
Hey, yo. Whoa, Newy.
This ain't 100%.
Hey, yo, no.
100%.
Hey, yo,
thank
keep that down. Keep that down. What are you doing?
Keep it down. You mean keep it down.
You had a discount doubles.
Hek'ma, we know you.
You had the discount doubles.
Hek'ma, we know you.
Yeah, we know
you. We know you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Hey.
America know you ain't rolling in there paid 100 full price.
Shop online.
Hey, okay. Give him the discount code.
That discount double.
Ain't no shit. Put in heck. Type in the code word heck.
That's good. That ain't gonna get you 2%. You gotta know people that know people.
He ain't even getting free shipping. Heck.
They gonna charge you for that.
Everything.
Damn.
Man, I thought Heck had
No.
That's exact. Normally, that's what people do. Hey, give me this code.
Hey, when you inbox me, I'm gonna tell you it's held up at the dock.
Put in the code 42.
It's like your T-Mobile.
Put in the code
It's
42.
held up at the shop
shipping.
at the
Yeah,
dock.
okay.
Ain't no free shipping.
Ain't no free shipping at all. It's a cold world we live in.
Cold
boy.
world, man. Cold world.
Type in 7 and 10.
Rooted.
Uprooted.
You know what, bro? I ain't gonna lie, man. I forgot my man showed up with the rooted shirt.
Boy had the rooted on, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, I was bought in.
He was bought in.
I was bought in.
He had the rooted shirt on, man.
Rooted,
Rooted
boy.
shirt.
Bought in.
He had the rooted shirt on, man.
Man.
Oh, Lord, please tell me it's. I say, Shotty, please don't be like the last coaches out here with these shirts and slogans.
It's that,
okay?
So that's like you got to come up with a slogan deal,
Man.
Because everybody, Garrett had his. What was
Fight, finish.
resilience?
Technically, Garrett's fight was the program.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a program. Then different iterations. It was the 17 inches one.
Oh, yeah.
Then it was all these little different things all the time. You know, get after that. The Gatta. Then Mike had his Carpe
Omnia,
Omnia, and the Rooted. What's that all resulted in? Not a darn thing.
I ain't gonna lie. That don't resonate a lot.
Okay, unless you got one that says Super Bowl bound. I mean, stop it. Yeah. Just put on the Cowboy shirt and go.
That's it.
That's it.
We're a
That's
star.
it.
You good.
Yeah, so it's Dear Shotty. Don't put anything out there. Just put
on
a
merch.
shirt. Go. Right. Just
go to team merch.
Go to work.
Or don't come with Rooted. Don't give us something else.
Rooted in 7 and 10.
Yeah. Planet.
Gone.
Out of here.
Last
Didn't last long at all.
The last day.
This
the
is
last
it.
dance shirt. That's the thing. The last dance shirt on, man.
Oh man.
See, that's when it happened. That's what the positivity. See what I'm saying?
That's
Hanging
where
out
it
with y'all
went.
too long, man. See what I'm saying? Every time I come in here with a Rudy, now you just laugh me out the door. Oh, heck, remember that Rudy shirt you bought?
Oh,
where is that?
Oh, you bought one? They got you. They got you like that.
Code. Use code Heck.
I didn't know they sold those. They sold those to the public.
What you said?
They sold the Rooted to the public.
I got a Rudy shirt. Y'all ain't get a Rudy shirt.
I get no Rudy shirt.
For what?
Hey man, to endorse.
You pay. No, it's free.
To endorse, to be all in. Another one.
That's another one.
Yeah, that didn't jive.
It happened.
They had us Cleveland games like, this is it.
Oh, you really? That's all.
Then New Orleans showed up. Dun dun dun.
Well,
Wait a minute.
That one.
Wait a second.
We said after the Cleveland game they didn't have the tackles. We said
That's true.
Good, but they no tackles, no tackles. But yeah. By the way, Cowboy Nation was a bit harsh on Lawrence Taylor.
Oh,
yeah.
what LT say? Why they get salty at him?
Said Micah Parsons less podcasts, more playing. They went after LT's personal issues.
Yeah, while he was playing because man showed up.
It's documented.
Miss games too. Miss games.
He did.
Miss many games because he wasn't available.
He was in Peru.
Yeah, that's
Escobar.
He was in Aspen.
Yes.
It's code word LT.
Oh,
I mean, yes. I mean, like I said, man, out of pot, Cowboy Nation, we're not trying to hear Lawrence Taylor criticize Micah Parsons about not playing, about games, considering that he had a lot of substance abuse issues during his time. They did not want to hear that from him. Yeah.
Damn. And there are ways. Look, there really are ways to get through, and I think Lawrence Taylor is one of those players that generationally you can come back to is dominant. Off the field, obviously those are documented. You can come back to those, but times have changed so much, man. From the old school guys to the new school guys, and a lot of guys they don't listen to it. It's like they don't care about that, especially when they hear about some of the off the field things. But there's something to be learned in this whole the split between generations, because I think as players now you see guys controlling their own narratives.
It's more than just the field now, which
branding.
It's
branding. It's all those other things that go into it. And when I look at Micah Parsons, truly, man, he probably grew up in an era where DeMarcus Ware was the guy that he was watching guys like that, right? Exactly. So those are the guys that can speak to him, that he would understand directly as players. And I think when he hears that from a Lawrence Taylor, it's like, you don't get it, you don't understand. But what I love about Micah is we're not hearing about off the field issues from him. All right, but we do want the play to go up.
There's no criminal activity.
Thank God.
There's no authority.
It's something.
Yeah.
In it. So I was talking to a researcher, Lisa Miller, yesterday, and she brought up a very good point about Gen Z. She says now they have more choices than ever. And if you're talking about trying to build a brand, you're talking about just what you can do outside of football. A player of Micah Parsons' talent has more choices. And so he's gone the podcasting route. Travis Kelce has gone the podcasting route.
I'm on St. Brown.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. When Howie Long played, you're too young to remember this, but you remember Howie Long used his off day to tape inside the NFL segments on HBO as he was getting ready for his career. Before Greg Olsen ended up leaving, Greg Olsen went into the television booth to work on things. So, and all three were good players. Micah Parsons is still playing at a Pro Bowl level. Okay, he was hurt, missed games this year, but he operated at almost a all-pro level, but made the Pro Bowl and missed numerous games. I am not that concerned about it as other people are, as Lawrence Taylor is. If the guy was not producing, then maybe you'd say something. We're not talking about a guy like Mazi Smith where you're saying, okay, we use this pick on you, we gave you, where are you at? That's not it. Micah Parsons is a difference maker on the football field. Overall, the team just needs to win more games. But I don't look at Micah Parsons and say, you know what? Oh my gosh, you're the problem. Or if Micah stopped doing his podcast, all of a sudden his game would go up 10 more levels. I don't necessarily think that ain't.
I've asked you this, but Barry, did you have any mentors when you were in the league? Like guys that, professionally that were either playing or out of the league that you talked to just deal with maybe personal, financial, in-game?
Oh, yeah. You got, so for me, it was Terrence Newman when I first got here, and the guy Gerald Sensabaugh, who we talk about all the time. And those guys, back when I first got in, it was kind of tunnel vision football. Like it was right before kind of social media blew up and guys started doing this brand stuff. You didn't have a choice. Everything was football. And that's what they helped me, sharpen my craft and get better at. I wish I had a guy that was like, yeah, you need to start thinking about this outside the ball or that, or, how Greg Olsen got into it. That would be, that would be pretty dope in my opinion. And Micah Parsons is taking advantage of it because he knows NFL.
And also make sure you understand what is the pecking order in which you're doing it. Micah Parsons is a first-round draft pick by the team who the owner loves, who is playing a position where he's on TV a lot because he's getting to the quarterback. So you can do that. It's kind of hard to do that if you are Austin Richards and you're a backup tackle, or Brock Hoffman and a backup center. You have to be in a position to do this, to take advantage of some of these things. I mean, God bless Jason Kelsey. Him doing the podcast was really a lot because of his brother.
100%, yeah.
Here's Travis dating homegirl, and so now you get to ride up in here too. But how many offensive centers in the NFL are able to go out here and do chunky soup commercials and do podcasts like that? So things have to align.
Yeah.
You got to have the choices and be in the right position. So anyway, it is what it is. But you know what? The Cowboys assistant coaches, everybody is right now. Take this with you, Cowboys fans. They are in line with what the head coach is saying. The head coach has hired people who believe in his vision, and they're going to try to execute it. Let us see now as you get ready for the combine. It starts to happen as you get ready for free agency, what they do to help the coach and the coaching staff. And that comes from Gerald Wayne Jones, owner, president, general manager of the team. Hek'ma Harrison.
We gonna see.
Positive Heck. Positive Heck.
Next week.
Come on, y'all.
This is
gotta go see the coaches. We go see the coaches. The coaches gonna give some of that.
We're gonna be right.
Hek'ma gonna be singing the Doobie Brothers. It keeps you running.
Don't do that.
It keeps you running.
Don't do that.
You gonna start running.
Oh, hit him with what a fool.
That's me.
Come on, Hek'ma.
I've been wearing it. Root it.
Go ahead, sell that shirt. That's Barry Church. I'm Newy Scruggs for Chris B, Jazz, Joshy. This is we're out.
Let's do it.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.